Welcome back to the channel. We are back again. Big up all the real ones in the building. We are about to dive in and look at the latest news surrounding Edu. Yeah, that's right. We are here looking at Edu today. I told you we're doing Edu daily, bro. We're scrutinizing Edu. What moves is Edu making in this transfer window to improve Arsenal? I'm seeing a number of teams out here getting deals done. It's not even a joke. Everyone is active other than Edu. Yeah, not even Arsenal. Edu. Big up all the real ones. We are going to look at all the news surrounding Arsenal Football Club today. Today's just Arsenal Daily, blood. We ain't talking about anyone else but Arsenal. So hit that like button. Do subscribe to the channel if we are new. Turn on notification bells on, all of that type of stuff. According to reports, Edu is in discussions with Victor Osimhen and Dusan Vlahovic. I'm not too sure about the Dusan Vlahovic one. There's a lot of fraudulent publications talking about that one. But Victor Osimhen, this is an interesting one because this is... We were told a couple of days ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, that Victor Osimhen was waiting for a move to the Premier League this summer. That's where he's destined for. Chelsea was in the race, but it doesn't look like Chelsea are in that race. I'm not hearing anything about Chelsea at this moment in time. It is suggesting that Arsenal have turned their attentions to Victor Osimhen, and there could be an audacious bid launched for the player. We are going to dive in and look at that in further detail. Don't go anywhere. Youssouf Fofana as well. More information on Youssouf Fofana and his potential exit from Monaco and an arrival to Arsenal could be on the cards. So we're going to be talking about that. The new left-back options as well. We're being linked with a whole host of left-backs. There's even talk online suggesting that we could be looking at a swap deal with Jules Koundé. I'm not too sure how true that is. I literally just saw that before I went live. So we'll tap into that as well. Make sure we hit the like button, guys. Subscribe, turn your notification bells on. All of that. Big up the coffee gang. I'm doing black coffee today. I'm on a black coffee thing right now. Yes. Let me know what you are sipping on. Americano, cappuccino, espresso, whatever it is. Let me know, man. Caramel macchiato. Oh, that used to be my go-to every single morning until I started putting on a bag of weight. Mate. Too much sugar in the morning, I tell you. Too much caramel in the morning. Too much flipping cream in the morning. Big up all the real ones in the building anyway, man. Nothing but love and respect to you guys. Big up all the guys that are coming in. I see you guys. Hit the like button. Big up Ace. We've got Zeeks. We've got Francis, J-Dub here to there. We've got Jack Williams. Good to see you back, Jack. Robbins here. Peppermint. Lance, Ace 12, Nort's here, Jay Nevs is here. Come on, the gang is here, man. I see you guys joining. Come on, keep hitting the like button on our way in, guys. It's just straight up Arsenal today. Don't worry, we're not going to be waffling about Man United, Chelsea, or any of them other fraudulent dons. It's all Arsenal today. Yeah, all the arse. No diddy, pause, all of that. Anyway, let's go straight into this. We want to start with David Raya. This deal looks like it's on the verge of actually happening, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal are just ironing out the final details of this one, and it does look like it's going to be complete, according to Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal are completing formal documents for David Raya to complete his permanent transfer from Brentford after his loan last season. Now, I mean, I thought this would have already been done. Edu, I thought this would have already been done, my... Yeah, come on. Ironing out what details? Yeah, I thought this one would have already been done. It does look like the first deal that Arsenal will, finalize, get over the line, and then we'll be moving on to another goalkeeper. So it's two goalkeepers that we're actually signing this summer. Believe it or not. Two goalkeepers joining Arsenal this summer. I don't know who the backup goalkeeper is going to be just yet. We might even sign a backup that's better than the number one. This is going to get crazy. We're being linked with Lunin. He's another goalkeeper. There's not many, is there? Who was the other goalkeeper that I saw the other day being linked with a move to Arsenal? Who was it? It was there was some next guy, but I know we've got Bigelow as well over at the Eredivisie. He's being linked as well. So two goalkeepers this summer. Do expect it. It's like Edu is in quicksands. There we go. He's sinking. The plan is crumbling in his fingers. He doesn't actually know what's going on. I'm hoping he's actually in Italy right now. Obviously, Edu in Italy discussing Victor Osimhen and Dusan Vlahovic is more or less saying that we are in talks with these two players at this moment in time, according to the reports. I don't know if Edu is actually in Italy right now, okay? But we are talking with Italian clubs, trying to get deals done. Obviously, Joshua Zertsky, another player that Arsenal have been heavily linked with. And I just realized who his agent is. I'm surprised been heavily linked with this frauds. I'm not even surprised now. I'm not surprised. Joshua Zertsky on FaceTime with his agent, Kia Jarakaram, whatever his fucking name is, pardon my language. Of course, this is the fraud that does business with Edu. This is one of Edu's brethrens. Do you know what I mean? So there's no surprise why his client is heavily being linked with a move to Arsenal. But it does look like Joshua Zertsky will be moving to AC Milan, according to what I'm reading, what I read this morning as well. Personal terms already agreed. AC Milan really pushing for it. AC Milan also on the verge of signing Matty Cash as well, £20 million. Look at Aston Villa. Look at Aston Villa, ladies and gentlemen. We need their sporting director, bruv. I swear to you, we need their sporting director. Aston Villa on the verge of selling Matty Cash to AC Milan, 20 million. You got Duran on the verge of joining Chelsea for about 45 million. Oh, Aston Villa are active. Do you know what I mean? But Edu sitting there, twiddling his fingers, waiting for his Ryanair to Italy. Oh, big up the gang. Make sure we are hitting the like button, guys. Big up Henri in the building. What's going on with our team, man? Transfer updates. That's exactly what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. If you're an Arsenal fan, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. But Joshua Zertsky, with his agent, Kia, when informed about Dutch national team, calling him for the Euros, kind of wishing him all the best of luck. When you have to leave Disney for the Euros, he has posted. Okay, cool. This is a player that Arsenal are looking at, but I don't think it's something that we are leading at this moment in time. I think AC Milan lead this race and will get this over the line. But maybe, Edu linking up with Victor Osimhen's entourage, Dusan, Vlahovic's entourage could be also, having discussions with the representatives of this player as well whilst in Italy. Yeah. But let's see. Let's see what's happening. Interesting. So again, we're pouncing on young players. We did talk about Arsenal's interest in a lot of young players this summer. They're going to be bringing in a number of young players going straight into the academy. They do have a budget for the academy now. I'm not too sure how much that budget is, but they're going to be signing players for the academy. This is looking like the first one, but this isn't a player that we're going to be spending any money on. This is another Eddie Nketiah, more or less. This is a guy that's been rejected by Chelsea, been released by Chelsea, and now we're on the verge of handing him, a scholarship or a contract, whatever we're looking to do. It does say here Arsenal made proposal, and they are currently leading the race to sign Ryan Mikado. 2008 born, talented forward. He's expected to leave Chelsea this summer. Best project proposal so far came from Arsenal. Mikado played for the under-16s and under-17s of England this season. So, he's got a few caps for the youth team at England international level. Come through the Chelsea ranks, it looks like. And we're obviously offering this guy the best proposal so far. Doesn't mean we're going to be signing him, but it does mean we're in talks and anything can happen right now. I think Per Mertesacker will probably be the guy spearheading this one, Edu. And I don't expect Edu to be taking any type of credit for this or even be involved in this. Like, leave this for Per. Edu, you best be on that fucking plane to Italy right now. Yeah? You better bring back Victor Osimhen or bring back Dusan Vlahovic or don't come back at all, blood. That's the energy right now. The pressure is on Edu. I told you we're doing Edu daily. What is Edu on? I've already looked at the guy's Instagram. I'm looking at his Instagram right now. Nothing's going on over there. Nothing's going on. He's not active on Instagram. I mean, that's a good thing because it means he must be busy. Yeah, he must be busy waiting for that plane because, as I said, if he goes over to Italy and comes back with no Victor Osimhen or Dusan Vlahovic, I'm telling you now, he might as well be handed his P45 ASAP straight after. As soon as he gets off the plane, as soon as he lands at Stansted, you give him the P45. You got the guy waiting with the P45. No play. Oh, well, what are we switching over to next? Oh man, it's crazy times at Arsenal, man. Interesting times. What else have we got going on here? Now, let's move on to the, player sales for a minute. Player sales. We know how frustrated we are with player sales at the moment at Arsenal. Struggling to get Dons out the door. Struggling. I thought this would have been at the top of the agenda from time ago, but it clearly isn't. Edu, I don't know. I don't know what he's been doing. Edu hasn't posted any recent stories. Let's hope he's doing the business for our football club. Exactly that. Big up Tope says, I don't think we are interested in Osimhen and Vlahovic. He won't leave Juventus. Allegri is gone. I mean, that's a point. That's a point. New manager. So Max Allegri leaving Juventus, new manager comes in, could be the encouragement that Dusan needs to stay. And I mean, look, at this moment in time, Eddie's moving so slow. He's giving everyone the opportunity to, convince a player to stay. Look what happened with Benjamin Sesko. How the hell did RB Leipzig? RB Leipzig, come on, man. Come on, man. RB Leipzig was able to convince Benjamin Sesko to stay. What the hell was Edu doing? Yeah, what was they doing? They finished 4th last season, mate. 4th. What does that get you? What does that get you? Almost 10 wins less than Leverkusen. Oh, get out of here, bro. You should have ducked out. But you know what it was? Edu wasn't on his game. That's what it was. Edu wasn't on his game. Edu wasn't flying over to he wasn't trying to fly over there to Germany, sit down with Benjamin, really iron out these details, really show him the project, really convince him. No, he let IB Leipzig get in his ear and say, don't worry, my guy, we'll double your money and we'll finish 4th again next season. How about that? Come on, man. Absolute joke. We're going to do the same thing. Dusan Vlahovic, open to a move. Next thing you know, he's staying at Juventus because everybody took time. Everybody took too long to get the deal done. So this is basically saying Eddie is still on Crystal Palace's radar, with Arsenal expecting 30 to 35 million. Delusional. Absolute delusion. And look what Ben Jacobs says here. He says that number will only rise. It's going to rise, he says, if the market becomes inflated as a flurry of strikers move. Now, I get his thinking. I get the logic. But I don't think I don't think the price is going to inflate for Eddie Nketiah, a player. I know it's a striker market, but you're talking about a player that's rarely played. He hasn't really proven himself. He hasn't really done much. How does his price inflate? I don't understand. I don't really get it. It says Arsenal are well protected to command a healthy fee because Eddie Nketiah's contract doesn't expire until 2027. All right, cool. Usually, contract lengths kind of dictate what you can kind of demand. But in this case, let's be real now. Let's be real. Eddie Nketiah has not proven nothing to no one. Like, I don't even think a team that are desperate are going to come running for Eddie to put that money down on the table. Honestly, teams are going to want Eddie. This is not me saying teams don't want Eddie, because teams want Eddie. But we have to be realistic now. The amount of money that you are asking for an unproven player, for a player that's never done even 10 goals in a league campaign, I don't even think he's done 10 goals in all competitions in a season. Like, come on. No one's going to be stupid enough to say, okay, yeah, we'll pay 35 million for Eddie Nketiah. Come on, man. Most of these clubs, you have to bear in mind as well, ladies and gentlemen, the clubs that would be interested in signing Eddie Nketiah are clubs that are already being scrutinized by PSR. These are clubs that need to sell players before a certain date. Otherwise, they're going to get licked down with some fines. Come on, man. Not like Arsenal are really punching here. They need to accept that Eddie Nketiah is not going to go for 35 million. And you need to accept the reality of this matter. Sell him for 15 million. That is all you're going to get. 20 million at max if you include add-ons. 20 million at max if you include add-ons. And that's probably a team getting desperate. Even then, I think if you're talking about this early in the window and teams are looking at strikers, they're going to come to you and say, listen, realistically, I'll take Eddie on loan. I'll take Eddie on loan right now. And then we'll figure things out. Let's see how Eddie gets on. Because this is another thing people have to understand. And Edu has to understand as well. Where Mikel Arteta hasn't, I know with Eddie, it's slightly different because he has had a minutes even last season, but those minutes vanished. But with ESR, with Eddie, with Reece Nelson, where these guys haven't been playing consistently or haven't really had any minutes whatsoever, teams are not willing to spend all of that money for this not to work out. I don't care if the guy is from Peckham, if he's homegrown, HG. I don't give a damn. I don't care. So the approach that you're going to get, Edu, is, oh, can we take ESR on loan? And if he can play 30 games because of his injury record, if we can manage to fit him in 30 games, we'll give you 10 million for him. We'll give that's what's happening with these deals. That's what's going to happen with these deals. Happy birthday to Thomas Partey, by the way. I'm just looking and seeing that it's his birthday. Thomas Partey, it's been said that Thomas Partey, another person that is meant to be leaving Arsenal Football Club this summer, it's meant to be said that this guy is not going to be leaving Arsenal at all. He's going to run his contract down. He's going to wait his contract out and we're going to sell it. We're going to let him go for free. Now, I know people are going to be happy with that. But Edu, what are you doing? This is bad for business, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it is. It's bad for business. And I know people have their emotional attachment to Thomas Partey. I'm not really that Don. No Diddy, of course. Like, I'm not that guy. But, like, we're not going to get rid of him. We're not going to make no money off Thomas Partey. We don't even know how fit Thomas Partey is going to be next season. We know he hasn't got the legs. We saw it this season. He has got no legs. The guy can't run. The moment you're getting outpaced by KDB, who's actually traveling with the ball, shows me you have no legs, bro. So we're going to rely on him and Jorginho as being those sixes for a whole campaign of 38 games, Premier League games, Champions League games, FA Cup games, Carabao Cup games. Bro, that's mad. Look, like, I like Thomas Partey, no Diddy, of course. But we need to get rid of Thomas Partey. In a situation that we find ourselves in, where we haven't been able to sell any players, where we haven't been able to win a trophy to kind of get extra revenue through that, we have to sell these dons. We need the money from them. We need the money. We need the money. We need to start making it happen here as a business, because we won't be able to spend any money on players. We'll be restricted. KSC won't have a bar of it. What's that dude doing? Get over to Saudi Arabia. Tell their man 30 million now for Thomas Partey. 30 million. It was 45 last week. It's 30 million today. Take him. Bro, I'm swear to you, man. You need to get rid of Thomas. But happy birthday to Thomas Partey anyway. How Arsenal the only team not making money from Saudi? Bro, you've got Southampton making money from Saudi. Southampton making money from Saudi, bro. You got Southampton players turning up in Saudi, bro. Even what's his name? Che Adams. Che Adams is on the verge of joining the Saudi team. Come on, Edu, man. Come on. And like I said, you've got Aston Villa as well, active. Matty Cash already on the verge of joining fucking AC Milan. Come on. When we're sitting here twiddling our fingers, hoping that someone's going to come in and give us 35 million for Eddie Nketiah. AC Milan are paying 20 million for Matty Cash. I'll be willing to pay more for Matty Cash than Eddie Nketiah, mate. I'll be willing to pay more for Matty Cash as a right back than I would be for Eddie Nketiah, bro. So if he's going to AC Milan for 20 million, what the hell are we sitting here haggling for 35 mil for an Eddie Nketiah? That's not even worth 20 mil. Please, man. Come on, man. Max, you're the most realistic Arsenal streamer. Big you up, my guy. Nothing but love and respect to you. Facts, this is bad business, and we renewed Jorginho's contract to make it make sense. This is what I'm saying. The moment we renewed Jorginho's contract was the moment we had to pull the trigger on getting Thomas Partey out the blood clot door. But no, we're still here with Thomas Partey. And in fact, the reports coming out today are suggesting that Thomas Partey is not going anywhere. Like I said, some guys will be happy with that. But are Arsenal generating an ROI? Is there an ROI for Arsenal on this? Is Thomas Partey going to deliver on the pitch? Probably not, because he ain't got the legs. He might give you 1 or 2 good games coming off the bench against some bottom of the barrel teams. Oh, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. He might give you a little something when you need an extra bit of something. But come on, we need more. We do need more than what Thomas Partey is able to deliver right now. So it only makes sense to say, see you later, Thomas. What last year in your contract, we get you back the door. We'll take 30 mil for you, 40 mil. At least we recoup something back for you. And then we can plug. And then what Edu's doing is showing the owners that, look, owners, look, guys, your sporting director can do business. He can actually be competent enough to fucking sell a player. But no, we're not going to do that, are we? We're going to let the player run down his contract, and we're going to keep paying him over 200k a week for the next 13 to 14 months. Oh, yeah, well done, Edu. Great business. Great bit of business there from Edu. Great bit of business from Eddie, bruv. I'll tell you, hasn't got a Scooby-Doo on what's going on. And we'll see what happens with Eddie, ESR, and Reece Nelson. Nothing serious as of yet. They keep telling us, oh, but Fulham and Crystal Palace and no. Stop lying to yourself, bro. Stop lying to yourself. You're telling us that to make it look like, you know, these players are wanted. The players are not wanted. Okay, and that's and look, no Diddy thing. I love these players. Come on, man. ESR, Smith Rowe, you know, Eddie and KR, Reece Nelson, you're my guys, bro. If you ever watch this, you're my guys. Yeah. But reality of the matter is, you're not good enough for this football club. And the football club comes first, my guy. So, with all due respect, we've got to get rid of you. You know what I mean? That's it. Simple as, man. Simple as. So we'll see what happens with Eddie and Nketiah and you know, these frauds that I've got to leave. So let's move on to the left back situation. So Arsenal plan to recruit a new left back this summer, and TBR Football understands that the club are now considering a move for Stade Brissos. Bradley Loco, 22-year-old French player. This is being reported by Graham Bailey. Not over familiar with who this guy is, so I can't really voice an opinion on how qualified he is. But Arsenal are trying to look at this left back, or are looking at this left back, and are looking at various other left backs as well. The Hato situation is being shut down. Hato has already confirmed that he's going to be staying at Ajax. Again, this is a player that we've been chasing for how long? You know, like, what are we doing? Why are players coming out saying, no, actually, we're staying? Yeah, we're staying. Come on, someone's not doing their job correctly, are they? Someone's not selling the vision of our football club. Like, you can look at our football club and want to be a part of it. You can see what this football club is on. How can no one want to be a part of it? I'll tell you why. Because they got Eddie turning up. Eddie's turning up and he's just not doing the job correctly. They're thinking, questionable Don we got here. Questionable Don. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this guy, Bradley Loco, can't really voice an opinion. Do comment down below. Let me know if you know who he is, how qualified he is. All of that. What left back do you want at Arsenal Football Club? Moving on as well. Again, we're going to keep swiftly moving on. No waffle. Don't want to waffle too long today or onto too many subjects. But Aaron Ramsdale was open to moving abroad for the right offer. A transfer may take some time, especially given he is now focused on the Euros with England. So this is going to put even more pressure on Edu, because yes, he's over with the Euros with England, and you know, when they come back, he's going to obviously come back to Arsenal. He's going to be in the US trading with us, and it means that Arsenal are going to have to focus on trying to get this guy at the door. Deadline day, just leading up to deadline day. This is going to be so overwhelming for Edu. He best be able to manage this, man. Arsenal are very understanding of Ramsdale's situation. They're very understanding. Bloody hell. Ramsdale's situation, they're very understanding. This is crazy. They're the one that made the situation. They're the one that created this problem. They view him as a model professional and of huge value to the squad, both on and off the pitch. But they will reluctantly let him exit if the right offer arrives. So they will reluctantly let him exit. So they're willing to let him go, but they are showing, I don't want to let you go. Oh, Ramsdale, please don't go. Like, what? I don't understand. They are reluctant to let this guy go, but they'll let this guy go because they understand the situation. The situation that they created, by the way. You know, our number one, who was goalkeeper of the season, the summer whereby we loaned David Raya. Make it make sense. And now we've got David Raya. Now we're here, hoping that we get 15 million for Aaron Ramsdale, hoping that someone from the foreign lands comes through and gives us 15 million for Aaron Ramsdale. So it's because they know that his priority is to be the starting goalkeeper. This is crazy, absolutely crazy. Aaron Ramsdale leaving Arsenal Football Club inevitably. Let's see where he ends up. Could be moving to a foreign team. I doubt it, though. I highly doubt it. Moving on, Arsenal have their scouts follow Youssouf Fofana in recent months. So let's see if they decide to go in for Fofana now. The expectation is that Fofana will leave Monaco this summer, and this is according to Fabrizio Romano. We do know that Youssouf Fofana is going to be leaving. 20 million euros is what that deal is. Where is Edu? What it's like? Please. This all boils back to Edu. 20 million euros for Wesley Fofana, you know, for Youssouf Fofana, and you're telling me you haven't got the guy on a plane already at London Colney or the show Paralty doing his medical. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Big up my guy Paul in the building. Let me run through some of these comments, man. Big up Paul. Big up Mr. Robbo. The Lincolnshire Lion. Big you up. Nothing but love and respect. Both Raya and Ramsdale should go. Get me Mike Magnan and G. Cabell. That's what I'm saying. These are both backup goalkeepers that we've got here in Ramsdale and Raya. Let's be totally fair. I think Ramsdale isn't going anywhere. I don't see him being bought, says Yandani. Hassan says might raise his value going out on loan to a foreign club, perhaps. I don't know. Big up my guy VPIF Keys in the building. Big up Bradley as well. The game says, what about Daoud? We will get to him. I've got a report that I'm going to share in 1 second. I like Desire Jew as well. His name Jew, Desire Jew. Is it Jew, like Jew? Yeah, like Jew, you're a Jew. Yeah. A Jew? I don't know. Big up Gemiola. He says, hey, I listened that we are close for Solomon Kalou. Mark my words. Solomon Kalou, who? Or you're talking about the right back, Kalou. You're talking about that right back, Pierre Kalou. Solomon Kalou. I thought that guy retired years ago. If you're talking about the right back that plays for AC Milan, that Kalou guy, I like him. I do think he's a good player. No, did he? I would definitely bring him in. Big up Fire Naf in a building. Big up Mafia Boss. It baffles me, he says, how long it takes for Arsenal to sort out a simple deal. Get Fofana now. This is what I'm saying. 20 million for Fofana. I would have been all over that. Done deal, signed, sealed, and delivered. Bring him to the Emirates. That would have been done. Come on, when you have a plan, you execute the plan. You start getting that deal done, bro. Now, there's no real excuses as to why you haven't had the conversation with the agent, with the representatives in general, and put the money down on the table. You know, you've obviously got enough money to pay 20 million pounds or 16, 17 million pounds for Youssouf Fofana. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, Solomon Kalou from back in the day. Remember him, bro? Played for Chelsea. He actually played for a long time, actually. I think he played till he was about 37 or some shit, 38. He was over in China or something like that. Maybe he went to Saudi Arabia, one of the first ones. I can't remember. Is this the season we finally signed Oar? Oar! He is dead, man. He is dead. I don't know what we was thinking. I watched him a little while ago. He's dead, bro. He ain't Arsenal level. Victor. Husem Oar. I remember that was like daily talk, bro. That was daily news. Youssouf Oar, like for about at least 3 transfer windows. 3 transfer windows, we were going back and forth about Hussein Oar. He is actually washed up. He is dead. I always question these end products. I used to tell you, man, I remember his end product was late. Good at running with the ball, good at getting into good spaces, but providing an end ball or even shooting, dead. And since then, he's just gone on to be some washed-up football player. I think he plays over in Italy. I think he's over in Italy somewhere now. Hussein Oar, you know. Bloody hell. That's crazy. Big up the gang, though, man. Big up everyone. I like the positive vibes. Big up Lincolnshire Lion in the building. I like the positive vibes, man. Welcoming everyone, supporting everyone. You know what I mean? I like that. Respect to that. Crazy. Victor Osimhen. Let's see what we're going to be doing with Victor. Seems like the Arsenal have sent their scouts on holiday this whole season. I don't know what they've been doing, man. We've got a catalogue of how many players, according to Edu, and doesn't look like we're close to signing any one of them as of yet. So yeah, Ben Jacobs. This is when Ben Jacobs actually says that there's no guarantee Thomas Partey leaves Arsenal. He could simply see out the final year of his contract. Again, this is going to put pressure on Edu. Partey has had historical Saudi interest. Newly promoted Al Kadashia, I don't know, are understood to be interested in Partey. Changes, could be interested if Partey changes his mind, sorry. So yeah, let's see what happens, man. Does Thomas Partey want to go to Saudi Arabia? It's basically down to the player right now. There could be money on the table from a Saudi Arabian club, but Thomas Partey isn't on it, and he wants to just run down his contract at Arsenal and take the piss and blind. We might as well get this guy at the club, man. If that's the attitude, and he's sitting there just caring about the money that comes with his contract, just get him out. Just get him out. But then saying that, you can go to Saudi and get bare money, so that can't be the case, can it? That clearly can't be the case. All right, for those that are asking about Desire Jew, Arsenal have inquired about Rennes midfielder Desire Jew and are strongly interested. The player, in the player, I hate when the way these people write, man. Along with Chelsea and Bayern Leverkusen, Chelsea are trying to find an agreement with Rennes, so they're already in there. Chelsea, big belly Bowley, bro. This guy ain't ramping. He's already confirmed Lima. Fabrizio Romano confirmed it today. Chelsea signed Lima from Brazil. They've already got a Willian from Brazil. You know, who else they're signing? Duran from Aston Villa, 45 million. Where are they getting all this money from? Now they're already on the verge of trying to get an agreement for the player with Rennes. So if they're trying to do that with the club, it means that they've already got personal terms agreed with the player then. Because you don't start putting bids in, or you don't try and get come to an agreement with a football club if you haven't got personal terms down with the player. That doesn't make any sense. So it says here, Chelsea are trying to find an agreement with Rennes. However, the player is not yet seduced by joining them. Seduced? What kind of word are they using here? Alexis Bernard, these fraudulent dons. But listen, if Chelsea come out of nowhere and scoop this one up, I swear to you, it'll be another piss take. And I won't even be too frustrated, to be quite fair, in terms of him not joining Arsenal, but it just goes to show you how active that board are. That's the piss take. We spoke about a left back earlier anyway. Forgot his name already, but this is another left back that plays in the Premier League, and I actually like this guy. I've actually signed him on Football Manager. He's fantastic on Football Manager. On Football Manager, this guy's a proper wonder kid, but his attributes are world class. But in real life, he's a young don. He plays for Bournemouth. He goes by the name of Milos Kerkez, and he is a very, very, very good left back as far as Football Manager is concerned. So, obviously, I've watched him this season. Bournemouth played great football, man, and he was involved in that. Their wing play, the way they overloads those wide areas as well. He was heavily involved in that. So he's definitely a good player, someone that can get forward and help with the attack as well. And Bournemouth have got some good players, played some good football. Where did they finish in the league? I think they got like 11th in the league. They kind of was above expectation. And this is the reason why I said Ramsdale could find himself at Bournemouth. He should find himself at Bournemouth. Go back to Bournemouth, my guy. You'll be a number one there, guarantee. Oh, actually, that's questionable. They got Neto as their number one, ex-Barcelona goalkeeper. I think he will struggle. You're looking at Ramsdale. You're looking at Eddie, Reece Nelson, all these guys to be overhyped over these past couple of years. They're struggling to make first team for most Premier League clubs. Bournemouth, yeah, they finished 12th. I thought so. They finished 12th. So decent season for Bournemouth, played decent football, decent manager that actually found himself eventually. I remember when their manager first took over at Bournemouth, they were getting battered. They went on like a 14-game run with no wins. It was crazy. And Andoni, that's his name. 14-game run or some craziness like that. No wins, blood. Got completely battered. And turned it around, man. Turned it around and finished 12th. There you go, man. But this left back that Arsenal are being linked with, let's just switch back over here. It says here, Arsenal ideally wants to bring in a young and versatile left back as well. Bournemouth's Milos Kerkez has been discussed by Arsenal. Although more serious interest today has come from Chelsea and Manchester United, Bournemouth don't want to sell the Hungarian, who they value at around 35 million. Now, listen, this guy is good. He's a good player, man. He's a really good player, bro. And I think this is someone that we might have to bring in. I think this would be someone that would be a good understudy. We don't even really have a left back. This guy could fit straight in. He's got Premier League experience as well. He's just young. but I think he's got so much potential that within a space of 12 months, he could be that guy. You never know, man. I mean, if you're playing Football Manager, he's that guy instantly. Within a space of 12 months, he's that guy. Best left back in the league, like literally. Best left back in the league, no gas. But he's 20 years old, heavily being linked with Manchester United and various other clubs as well. And I honestly, I would sign him. I would sign this guy. Let me know what you guys are feeling in the building right now. Fofana is a bargain, but we sit here doing nothing. Some other club will snatch this man. It's doing my head in. We have clowns running our club. Wax the Rust Squad man them. Big up P White. Number love and respect to you, broski. Todd Bowley has a massive stomach. I still think where he keeps his peace. That's what I'm saying. He's big banks, man. Kirkes is that guy. He's a good player, man. 20 years old as well. So I think this is one that Arsenal should be all over. We're obviously looking at a left back, so let's see what happens. 35 million could be steep for the Arsenal pocket. This is the reason why, getting rid of Thomas Partey, getting rid of players, Eddies, all these dons, trying to just get them out the door and know what we've got to spend is so important. We have to face the facts that a lot of these players ain't going to go for the price that Edu wants to sell them for. But at the end of the day, we need to just move them on, so we know what the price is. We should already have projected figures on the table right now. So we should already know what our transfer budget is, as well as like projected sales, so we can kind of have a rough idea on how much money Arsenal are gonna have. But for some reason, I just feel like Arsenal are struggling. I feel like this is a summer whereby, because of last season and we committed to so much money, and because of the fact that Edu has not been able to sell any players, I feel like financially we're struggling. I feel like financially KSE have told Edu that you got a small budget, bro. You got a small budget because you need to get rid of players, man. And it's fair. If you look at how many players Arsenal have got rid of over the past 3 years, we've got rid of more than a whole squad of players. But how much money have we made off those players? Nothing. Like, bro, man, it drives me crazy. I swear, like, these men at Arsenal are just waiting for Edu to clear this debt. The moment Edu balances the books through selling some players, they're gonna sack him and say, "Sorry, Eddie, get the fuck out of here, man. You put us back. You set us back 2-3 years, bruv. You set us back 2-3 years, bruv, because you couldn't even find the competence to sell a player." Oh, Edu, man. Edu. Finally, Fofana is identified as the man for the middle. Come on, Edu, get Fofana in now. Oh. I feel like even if we won the league, we would still struggle to sign players. Yeah, it's Eddie for you, mate. Eddie for you. Youssouf Fofana would be worth 50 million off his first season. Yeah, probably. This guy Kirkes, though, man, this is an incredible player, bro. This guy, if you're talking about increasing his value, this is £100 million left back in the making. If you're talking about big money asset, that's him right here. My loss, Kirkes, will be £100+ million left back within the next 2 to 3 years. Facts. Wax, man needs to relax. Teams are waiting because of FFP, but we need to sell first. Yeah, we'll get a move on then. This is what I'm saying. Bro. You can't relax. You can't relax when you have Edu driving this bus, bro. You can't relax. The bus is all over the place. Like I said to you, it's hitting curbs. People are missing their stops. We have to wait for the bus to go around the circuit again for us to get off the bus at the right stop. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like, this bus is crazy. This bus is absolutely crazy. It's running red lights. It's I don't know, man. It's not a smooth operation at all. It's not a smooth operator. All right, flipping. What we saying next? What we got going on next? Just trying to navigate here, trying to get through. So yeah, my loss. Kirkes definitely on the agenda, but let's see what Arsenal can do. Will Arsenal pull this one out the bag? Will it be another player that they allow to join Chelsea? I think we're moving on to main topics of discussion now, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure we are hitting the like button. All of that. We're going to be talking about Victor Osimhen and Dusan Vlahovic. So it's been saying by Alex Crook that on Arsenal's fair pursuit of Benjamin Sesko, names have been mentioned. A number of alternatives have been looked at. The likes of Victor Osimhen and Vlahovic are being looked at. They flirted with Vlahovic, as we know before, but he didn't really give them the time of the day. So I can't really see that one. So why mention it then? Why are you going to bring up Dusan Vlahovic, bro? This is where man are just picking up names for the sake of it. Picking out names for the sake of it. You don't even know if Dusan Vlahovic is being linked with a move. This is what I said to you guys at the top of the stream. Dusan Vlahovic is delusion right now. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't coming to Arsenal. Would love to see Dusan at Arsenal. Would love to see it. The guy's a game changer. Free kick specialist, set piece specialist. Dead ball specialist. You know, the guy's a proper guy, proper baller. Proper complete striker. This is what you get from Dusan Vlahovic. But, you know, Mikel Arteta and Edu, they don't want complete strikers. They want Kai Havertz type strikers, don't they? They want Kai Havertz type strikers. So, yeah. I don't believe in the Dusan Vlahovic. But what's really interesting is the Victor Osimhen one. Because we've been hearing about Victor Osimhen for a number of days now. It has been weeks and weeks and weeks, in fact. The first one we read about was Victor waiting for Arsenal. Let me find the actual report. So we had so Osimhen convinced. Hold on, no, this is a 1 hour ago. So on the 24th of May, 2024, we were told that Victor Osimhen is waiting for Arsenal. That's exactly what the headline was. Now we've got various other reports coming out to bring us up to where we should be at today with this deal. Arsenal are holding talks with Victor Osimhen's agent over a £90 million move. That is what the media are telling us at this moment in time. That is what the talk of the town is. These stories are being published within the last 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This is all brand spanking new stuff that's being published by these fraudulent dons, yeah? But let's see what's really going on here. What is really going on? Are Arsenal going to be signing Victor Osimhen? Because for me, Victor Osimhen's a good player. However, he's not my primary. He's not the guy that I'm looking at to say, hey, Victor, yeah, I want Victor. Get me Victor. He's not that guy. I won't be overly disappointed because obviously we know we need a number 9. We need a bagsman. Over the past couple of seasons, Victor Osimhen has kind of proven to be a bagsman. Last season, he got 15 goals in 25 games, but the averages are still there. The season before that, when Napoli won the league, yeah, he was the reason why they won the league, and he led them to that victory. So, we know he's a bagsman, but it's just the type of player he is, man. I think he's still got raw qualities, and I don't know if he's going to really fit in with the type of style that we deploy here. Do you know what I mean? Is he someone that is good dropping deep, linking up plays? Is he a technical player? That's the best way to put it. Is Victor Osimhen a technical player? I'm not too sure if he is. Let's get this on the screen. So this is published 18 hours ago. This basically says here that Arsenal haven't approached Napoli to sign Osimhen, despite him being offered to them 2 weeks ago. No action has been taken by Arsenal so far. That's what's being said here by Purple Patch. Now, again, Purple Panel, not Purple Patch. I don't really know who these guys are, how serious they are, how genuine they are. So that's what they're basically saying, yeah. But then we've got various other reports, ones that are being published by publications in Italy. This one, I've literally just found this one here. We've got Arsenal have made initial contact with the entourage of Victor Osimhen, published by publications in Italy, these fraudulent dons that you can't trust them. You can't trust them whatsoever. I did say to you guys yesterday or the day before that for me, Victor Osimhen does seem compelling because out of all the strikers that Arsenal are being linked with right now, This is the only one that has been adamant that he wants to leave. This is the only one that's been adamant that the Premier League's his dream. This is the one that all of the previous reports, especially the ones that were coming out of the back end of May, they were telling us that he's waiting for Arsenal. He wants Arsenal. He's moving to Arsenal. We're now halfway through June. It's the 13th of June. The transfer window opens tomorrow. The Euro starts tomorrow. You know, Benjamin Sesko signed a new deal. Victor Gyökeres is too much money, or he's only been at Sporting Lisbon for one season, so it's too early for him to leave. You know, it only leaves Victor Osimhen. Dusan's not going anywhere. You know, as someone mentioned in the chat earlier, Max Allegri leaving, Juventus gets a new manager that's going to convince him and encourage him to stay. Well, I don't know, bro. Like, so it's interesting. That's what I'm saying. This is the reason why this is the only player that I can say maybe there is something here. Maybe this is the player that Arsenal do want to sign. But is this the player that Arsenal should be signing? Do comment down below. Let me know. Let's see what else is being said about Victor Osimhen. So, again, we've got this one here published yesterday. It's saying Victor Osimhen is waiting for the Premier League, where his agent is talking to Arsenal. Without offers in Europe, it seems certain that Osimhen will move to Saudi Arabia. Now, this is conflicting. This is, you know, real confusing. Like, I don't know, man. We're in talks of him. He wants to go to the Premier League. He's waiting for the Premier League. We're in talks of him. But it seems certain that, you know, he'll go to Saudi Arabia if those bids don't come, I assume. Okay. So if no football club in Europe say, all right, cool, here's whatever for Osimhen, regardless, he is leaving Napoli and he probably goes to Saudi Arabia and pick up a big money check. Now, this is the problem for me as well. And this is another problem that I had with Thomas Partey. And, you know, it's a fact. It's actually a fact because we still haven't won anything with Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey and Victor Osimhen, these ain't players that are, they're not out here to win, really. I mean, I can't really say the same for Victor Osimhen, but something does make me believe that Victor Osimhen and the people that kind of support him and encourage him and kind of lead him, these are people that care more about money than winning the major honors. Now, of course, they won the Serie A. They won the Serie A, sorry. You know, I think they might have won a domestic cup that season. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, that could just be, you had a good team, good manager, you won, you know what I mean? But ultimately, when it comes down to it, are you a person that wants to be a Champions League winner, or do you want to be a multimillionaire? What do you want to be? I think Victor Osimhen says, I want to be a multimillionaire. I don't think he says, I want to be the Champions League winner. I think the first thing he thinks is, I want to be a millionaire. And that's the same with Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey already not even Thomas Partey himself, but his dad already come out and told us that Thomas Partey doesn't care about Champions League football. Thomas Partey doesn't care about playing for, you know, X, Y, and Z. He cares about being a millionaire. That's all his family care about. So he's come to Arsenal. He's got his 200 and something plus K, and he's been sitting there hunky-dory, hasn't won any trophies with Arsenal. He doesn't care. He's going to run his contract down. And therefore, that's the problem I feel we'll face with Victor Osimhen as well. He's going to come. He isn't really going to have the ambition. Once he's secured his deal and he's got a big money contract, you know, he's just going to be running around like a headless chicken. Scrappy, bouncing off his kneecap, bouncing off his shin. You know, like one of those dons. You know, can't get his foot behind the ball. Like, you're not getting in the right positions. Slow. I don't know. Like, I don't expect that from Victor because Victor is, you know, he's better than that. He's definitely better than that. But I see that being the case, man. I see that being the case. I see him being that type of player, bro. And I don't want it. I don't want him. I want someone that wants to be the best. I want a player that wants to be the best. I want to be the best striker on the planet. I want to win every single major honor available, bro. That's the striker that I want. I don't want to be someone. I don't want to be someone. I don't want someone to come in and just be a yes man for Mikel Arteta, or just be a person that's not here to win. He's just here for the paycheck. He's just here for the vacation. He's just here because, oh, I want to tell my family or my people them that I play for Arsenal. You know, like, I don't want none of those type of dons. I want real gunmen that are serious dons, ready to become the best players that they can be. You know, them way there. Damien says yes to Victor. Osimhen will go to Chelsea because of Big Buddy Bowley. Andrew says, where have all the Henry, Bergkamp, and Van Persie, etc. players gone? None of these strikers we are linked with, they ain't it. Exactly, they ain't no type of ilk of player. They ain't that type of ilk. Victor Osimhen definitely isn't that type of ilk. You know what I mean? Victor Osimhen probably comes closer to a Wiltord than anything. But then even I'll probably even look at Wiltord as a better player than Victor Osimhen. You know what I mean? But in saying that, Victor Wiltord did play out more on the right-hand side. We used him more or less for his pace and his ability to run with the ball. Mikel Arteta might do the same thing. He might say to Victor, you know what, bro? We need you out on the left-hand side, bro. Cut inside. I don't know. Arteta only wants yes men. Vlahovic has a better mentality than Houston. He has better mentality and better technically. Better technical player, man. That's what I want. I want a technical player. I don't want a player whereby his touch is poor. His first touch is poor. His first touch lets him down. Like, I don't want to see that, bro. You know, it takes him 2 seconds just to get the ball under control. Come on, bro. I don't want those type of dons. I want your touch to be immaculate, bruv. You know them way there, blood. Split of a second. Split of a second. You've got the ball under control and you're ready to, you know what I mean? Like, there were so many moments last season where like Kai Havertz was struggling to get the ball under control. Struggling, but his touch was always letting him down. People were talking about Dennis Bergkamp, Berbatov, and all these guys. I'm like, bro, are you man mad? You probably look at Havertz's face and you notice he's got the same eyes as Berbatov or some shit. But come on, bro. You're looking at Berbatov and Dennis Bergkamp. These man were gifted technicians. Gifted technicians. Their touches. It was all about their touch. Their touch is what made them the players that they are, bro. So when you're sitting there telling me about Kai Havertz's Berbatov and Dennis Bergkamp, and I'm seeing him take a touch whereby it's taking him at least 2 seconds to get the ball under control, I'm like, you man are on crack, bro. Don't tell me about Berbatov or or Dennis Bergkamp. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Make no sense. No sense. Wax on Sunday, it's Vlahovic against England. I'm definitely going to be tuning into that, boy. Definitely tuning into that. But yeah, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Osimhen waiting on the Premier League. If no one in the Premier League comes in for him, then he will be joining a Saudi Arabian club. That's exactly what's on the agenda, because Victor Osimhen, he only wants money. He doesn't care about winning the Champions League. Of course, he has a dream of playing in the Premier League, hence why the Premier League is the next destination. You know, he wants that to be the next destination. But if a Premier League club don't come along, he's gone. He's gone. He's going to go to Saudi Arabia. He's going to go and collect that big paycheck, 400, 500K a week paycheck, bro. Like, you know, they're giving out ridiculous money to stupid dons, man. You know, Che Adams is going to go and join a Saudi Arabian club. And you know how much he's going to get a week? They're going to give him like 200K a week for Che Adams. 200K a week for Che Adams. How much is a proper baller going to get from over at Saudi Arabia? Come on. Come on. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, I'm going to read a few more comments. I'm going to wrap this up, man. Big up all the real ones in the building. Make sure we are hitting the like button. Get me over 100 likes on this video, please, ladies and gentlemen. The video that we done yesterday wasn't that great, to be quite fair. The algorithm didn't pick it up. I don't know. Maybe Edu just kind of put some sort of put some block on it. He wasn't happy with what we were saying yesterday. But listen, Eddie, man, you have to hear us out, bro. We're Arsenal fans. We're passionate about our football club. Listen, we're gonna put pressure on you daily. This is daily Edu daily, bro. Yeah, Edu daily. So Edu, if you see this, I know you're gonna see this. Someone's gonna share this. Edu, someone is gonna share this with you, blood. No, I'm joking. I don't know if Eddie's gonna see this. I would love for you to see this, Edu, but just know, man, we mean business. We need you to step your game up, get players done. Right now, what's really important is getting players out the door. Getting those players out the door. That doofbick is going to Atleti. I've been spoiled with some gifted strikers in the past, says Andrew. Big facts, man. Big facts. Come on, man. Even Adebayor was a proper striker, bro. You're telling me Kai Havertz and these men are anywhere near Adebayor? No? Don't be silly. You think Eddie Havertz and any of them dons are up front at Arsenal are on Adebayor level? When Adebayor comes to the league and bagged 30 goals in his first season, yeah? You think they're that Adebayor? No, I don't care what happened to Adebayor after that, whether he at Man City, Spurs, Real Madrid, all of those different clubs. I don't care. The Adebayor that we see playing for Arsenal was a bad boy. Bad boy. We've had so many strikers, man, but this goes to show you the managers that bring these strikers in understand what they're looking for and what strikers need to be doing. We at Arsenal don't have a fucking clue. Mikel Arteta and Edu don't have a clue, mate. They don't have a clue when it comes to strikers. They don't have a clue, bro. Otherwise, you would have never have brought Kai Havertz to the football club. I don't care what Kai Havertz done, his little purple patch that he had, his little form that he found in the second half of the season. Still got a long way to go before you convince me, my guy. But come on, man. Come on, man. We need a proper striker. Proper striker, man. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it, man. There's so many comments in here as well, man. But, geez, overwhelming. I do appreciate you guys. Where have all of the Henri Bergkamp? I've read that. Okay, that's where I just was. Let me scroll. Arteta only wants yes men. We're better off with him rather than Eddie. I don't even know at this point. That's what they're going to try and tell us, isn't it? They're going to try and bring us in Dominic Solanke or Dominic Calvert-Lewin and say, but I'd rather have Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming off the bench than Eddie Nketiah. That's how they're gonna justify it. Of course they are. You man are so predictable. We've already got you. Bloods. We've already got you, cuz. Man are so predictable. That's the excuse. That's what they're gonna tell us. I would rather see Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming off the bench than Eddie Nketiah. Doesn't make it a good signing, doesn't make it a significant improvement, doesn't even really make it an improvement. Some will argue that. Some will then say, nah, actually, I'd rather see Eddie come off. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's too injury prone or whatnot. There'll be some justifications and some back and forth or some excuses as to why we signed Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But it's not looking good for Arsenal at this moment in time. Let's hope that Edu does step up, and over the next coming days, this weekend, we get some good information. We get some good news. I actually thought we were going to walk into this Euros bare happy, new striker already. They were telling us that for May. They were leading us along, leading us astray, telling us that we were going to have a new striker before the Euros. So if anyone does say to me, Wax, why are you ranting? It's still early. Wax, why are you feeling some type? Now you understand why. They told us we'll have our striker before the Euros. The Euros starts tomorrow. Where's our striker, bro? Where's our striker? It does sound like Edu isn't listening to Mikel Arteta. Therefore, there must be a problem there. All right, 3 more comments and I'm done. Did you watch Brazil last night? I didn't even watch them. I was actually going to watch it because someone reminded me that they were on, but then I thought, nah, it's long. I can't be bothered. Big up Adam, he says, big up Wax, starting to think Vlahovic could be the answer for us. Wasn't keen when we were first linked with him, but after seeing more and more, he would be perfect for us. Absolutely. Big up Adam Crocker. I agree. Big up Moshin, he says, Vlahovic over Youssouf every single time. And I agree with that as well. And last one we've got here is Edu has been asleep. And it's time we wake him up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, cool. Make sure we are hitting the like button. It's been an absolute pleasure. We will be back again tomorrow. Make sure you also subscribe to the Wax Unfiltered channel. There will be content tomorrow and over this weekend dropping on that channel. Wax Unfiltered, conspiracies, aliens, religion, ancient civilizations. All of that, we are going to be doing on that channel, as well as more. We'll be doing some street stuff. We'll be doing some real life stories, some hood stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot on the Wax Unfiltered channel, trying to do that as much as possible as well. So let's see how that channel grows. And I need you guys to help me do that. So head over, Wax Unfiltered. Link can be found underneath where it says Wednesday. It's not even Wednesday, it's Thursday. Thursday brunch. There you see it. And follow all my other socials as well, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Big up all the real ones. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 11 a.m. It's not 11 a.m. though, is it? It's 11:30. Peace.